on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the bay trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can't put myself.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Looking to throw. Clark over the middle. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Clark. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clark. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Deontay Hardy back deep. And taken at the 46. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And here's Allen, and that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The tight end in motion right. Hall again on 2nd down. Gets around him. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On the set.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 72 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Allen off the play fake. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Clark able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 54 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Clark. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clark. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Clark. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's a give to Hall. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Clark under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Jets. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now Clark to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Clark. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Bills getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen now looks to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Clark to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Clark on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Allen on third. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with a road victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all tied at 3 apiece. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cook up the gut. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Allen to the right side, and he's got more complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Clark.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Clark.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike, we go. Get him.
Allen.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Clark.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Operating from the gun. Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They'll try the middle with Cook. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go. Shut him down. Shut him down. Let's do this.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Clark.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the air, Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Round 80.
We want this. 50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. Go. Mike 56.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now out come the Jets. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. On the counter, it's Hall. Shifts by him. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. The Jets on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Clark. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Bruder Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give to Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Clark finds Lazard quickly on the slant. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. That touchdown run, it was just straight power on 4th and goal, and the offense won.
Yeah, let me just follow up with you because we always talk about how the low man wins, who has the best leverage in the trenches. On that play, we saw who won that battle. But it's not just that. It takes a runner with some vision, too, to find exactly where the cracks are, exactly where the creases are, and punch it into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Morris. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
New York set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Come on. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Hall. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clark into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Gets this one to Morris. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bills on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Staying on his feet. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen's throw is complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now a 2nd and 6. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. New York set to take the field. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Hall again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Hardy set to return. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Jets, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.